Okay, so saying hi to everybody and welcoming you all back into today's call, which for me is the keto plan of money, the keto diet of money. The three keys, the three key one, key two, key three. I said this is keto diet of money, and to take us through another, yet again, super amazing, power charged, describe it any way you want to, with the amazing goddess diva Nidhu B. Kapoor. Hello in the house. Hi Nidhu. All yours. I am only listener today.
Thank you, Nilu, and thank you, everybody. Always so nice to say hello, always so nice to see you all. I just want to remind you all again that you all are beautiful, you all are amazing, you all are stunning, you all are sexy, you all are the sun, moon, stars, earth, and sky. You are family keepers, homemakers. You are the torchbearers of ascension, and you are the future. And you always have the power. We just forgot about it. Welcome back, everybody. We are actually continuing and carrying forward what we started yesterday. And yesterday we were taking a look at the 3 keys of receiving. Receiving is another word for manifestation. Giving is another word for letting go. And the first 2 keys have to do with a kind of giving. So we looked at the blocks to giving as key 1, and the second, which was letting go, and letting go primarily of financial insecurity. We also took a look at how the biggest cause of financial insecurity is the tiltedness of the root chakra, because the father root was absent. The absent father, the weak father, the unwilling father, the abusive father, the toxic father, the judgmental father, the critical father, the father wound is a huge cause for our financial insecurity. 3 things happen in financial insecurity. 1, the thought is money is not there. And then money is not there for me. But the fact is that it was never about the money. It was about my father's not there. My father's not there for me. And for those of y'all, for those of us who have been so blessed that we did have our fathers, and our fathers were protectors and providers, even then, please do this with me. Just one time, I just want you to say, my father wasn't there for me. You can leave now. All decrees need to be said out loud because they are a command and you can't whisper a command. So if you said it silently, I want you to say it out loud. My father wasn't there for me. You can leave now.
My father wasn't there for me. You can leave now.
And give it just a couple of seconds. Let it settle in. See which body part you are having a reaction in. Did it make you feel better? Did it make you feel lighter? Did it make you feel worse? Is there overwhelm? It was easier to work on money than to take a look at the father wound, right? But tell me how you all are doing. Awesome. Thank you, Shruti. All right, I've gotten a thumbs up. So I'm going to go forward. Now?
Nidhu, actually, Sakina says acidity. Rashmi says I had a tingling which started from my neck traveling down. Sangeet says my chest felt heavy, my voice became hoarse. Both Barbara and Teresa said feels good. And Tejashi says radiating pain in the right shoulder at 4. And there's another heaviness in the chest with Arunima.
Got it. Let's take a look at one of them with the heaviness in the chest. Oh,
Arunima.
Let's go for it.
Would you like her on?
Yes, please. And while she comes on, I'm just going to explain all the other symptoms of financial insecurity we end up having. Remember, this is how we are. Obviously, our back is going to pain, right? And our back is directly supportive of our uterus. So PMS and low back pain are usually signs of very high financial insecurity because it has to do with fear. Remember the journey of fear through the body. And fear is handled by the kidneys. And the sense organ of the kidneys is the ear. So if you feel a lot of pressure in and around your ears, you start hearing sounds in your ears, you know that the fear is taking over the kidney, that it's too much fear for the kidney to process. When that happens, it again means that insecurity is going to start building up, right? Insecurity, nervousness, and anxiety, suppression, nervousness, panic attack, overwhelm, OCDs, psychotic behaviors, because all of them have to do with either great fear or great rage. In fact, the symptoms that have just shown up right now in the group do have to do with both. Let's take a look at Arunima's.
Arunima's here, Nidhu. She's
Hi,
on mute.
Arunima.
Hi, Nidhu.
Hi. Can you tell us a little bit about this heaviness on a scale of 0 to 10? How much is it?
It could be, you could say it is 6. And after, I just want to mention one thing. When you were, saying something right now about the, the balance and things. So I just had a burp.
Good. I'm glad. So did it come down from 6 or did it come down to a 6?
It came down to a 6, and I still have that restlessness feeling, that uneasy feeling is still there.
Correct. And is this all in the chest?
Yeah.
So restlessness and uneasiness are symptoms of fear. So I just want you to say fear, you can leave now. Actually say fears, you can leave now 6 times.
Fears, you can leave now. 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 Fears, you can leave now.
Everybody, sip of water. Fears also dry up our mouth, our tongue, our lips, our throat. So if you have fear releasing right now, you may experience some of this dryness. Arunima, please tell us what is going on in the chest now.
Breathing is little heavy, but yes, the restless, the uneasiness is maybe down to 4 or something.
Sorry, the uneasiness is?
Down to 4 or something.
Fantastic. And the restlessness?
Yeah, it's okay, but I'm not feeling at ease.
Not feeling at ease, you can leave now 4 times.
Not feeling at ease, you can leave now. Not feeling at ease, you can leave now. Not feeling at ease, you can leave now. Not feeling at ease, you can leave now.
And check. How is it now?
Yeah, the pain, the uneasiness is not there.
Good. I'm glad.
I feel little emotional.
Let it come. The emotion is overwhelmed. Let it come, because the fastest release for overwhelm is to weep, is to sob, is to just collapse in tears. So we won't touch the overwhelm, because what you're picking up on right now is how your mother must have felt in the times the father and husband was absent, and of course the child then realizing that both sides of balance were not available, that there was an absent something to hold on to.
Right.
Let it come, my love. This is us being honoring and respectful of everything we have gone through.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, in gratitude.
Take your time, ma. Be emotional in peace. When we cry, the rivers of life flow. So take your time. Take your time. My darlings, anybody? Hi, Veena. Are you
I was just, even I was just wondering, is Bina listening? Is Bina dancing to the decrees? And Nidhu, I just love. Yes, I think she's dancing to the decrees.
we shall all dance to the decrees.
Whoop whoop.
Y'all are dancers. Yay! Emma.
I was just saying, I just love how even when somebody else is saying it, even if you're not saying it out loud for yourself at that moment, even listening to somebody else, you do have reactions. I wanted to take a sip of water again immediately, and I could see Alice yawning, and I think going for her glass of water. I'm not very sure, but she was immediately. Moment I was taking my sip, she was yawning. I happened to catch that. So this is what I love. Sometimes even if you're not saying it to yourself, you are listening to somebody else. Something does move.
Yeah, and the technical term for that is borrowing benefits. So, all of us, thank you so much for being here, for yourself, for me, and for everybody else, for all the benefits that you allow us to borrow and give to you. Thank you, my darlings. Does anybody have low back pain? Does anybody have tinnitus? Tinnitus, like weight release, is one of the longest journeys. But you can begin and see results for yourself that are tangible within 24 hours. So is there anybody with low back pain suffering from PMS?
Alice says, yes, she's got lower back pain. Gwen says, I have tinnitus and low back pain. Dipali is also saying me, but she's not mentioned which one.
So we've got Gwen, yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
I just want to remind everybody who's already on the package, we're not looking at chats there. We're on the Women's Tele Summit group. So yeah, just stay here, stay in one place. So yeah.
So let's have one of them on.
Okay. So Alice is right here. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Alice.
Hi, I'm on finally.
How are you, my girl?
Good, doing great. Yeah, with a little lower back pain still.
All right, tell me about it. On which side is it?
I think that's the spine. There's one section of it that is coming out.
Yeah.
Until now, yeah.
Right. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much is the pain?
Oh, much less. At a certain angle, it's a sharp pain. But if I stay a certain angle, it doesn't hurt.
Nice.
So on a scale, maybe 4.
Okay, 4. And angle. And show me that angle again. And is it...
if I move
yeah,
on the right-hand side.
Right. So basically, if you get unbalanced.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. So just say, pain you can leave now 4 times.
Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now. Pain, you can leave now.
Leave now.
And check. And my darlings, I don't give you all time to breathe as soon as the decrees are over, because the moment you start saying it from the first one itself, the shift has started. So the moment you finish saying it, I'm always jumping in with a and check. Alice, check.
No more sharp pain, but a slight numbness.
Let's go with numbness. See what we're doing right now? She has shifted the nature of her symptom. So we're also going to shift the decree to that. So numbness, you can leave now 4 times.
Numbness, you can leave now. Numbness, you can leave now. Numbness, you can leave now. Numbness, you can leave now.
And check.
I think it's gone.
Yay! Is there anything faster than a decree? Please tell me, my darlings. And if there is, I definitely...
Oh my God.
cake with you.
Oh my God, thank you, thank you. Oh, magical.
Thank you, Alice. And
Thank you.
if I may confirm one time, and if you're comfortable to mention it, was your father absent or
Yes,
unavailable?
yes, he was absent.
Okay. We're going to do a family clearing. A family clearing takes care of the parents as well as the child. Even if you don't have a child, you are a child inside. So just sit back, receive, see how it makes you feel. My absent father, you can leave now. My absent mother, you can leave now. My absent child, you can leave now. My weak, powerless, helpless father, you can leave now. My weak, powerless, helpless mother, you can leave now. My weak, powerless, helpless child, you can leave now. My father's father wound, you can leave now. My mother's father wound, you can leave now. My child's father wound, you can leave now. And for good measure, my father's mother wound, you can leave now. My mother's mother wound, you can leave now. My child's mother wound, you can leave now. My judgmental and critical father, you can leave now. My judgmental and critical mother, you can leave now. My judgmental and critical child, you can leave now. My toxic and abusive father, you can leave now. My toxic and abusive mother, you can leave now. My toxic and abusive child, you can leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Absent fathers and mothers, coming down 7 generations of 7 elder mothers, my mother's side, your mother's side, my father's side, your father's side. You can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Have a sip of water, everybody. The areas that I would like you to check are the spine. Lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, the neck spine, the skull spine. I just want you to check. Did any of you all have a reaction in changing the posture? Like you felt like straightening up a little bit?
Yeah,
like
me.
Yeah?
Wanted to straighten up and felt something definitely, you know, here, what is it, the clavicle? No, not the clavicle. Just the top part of the shoulder blade.
Yeah, trapezius muscles.
Yeah, this one here, both sides.
Rhomboids. Yeah.
Both sides. And immediately I went like this.
Fantastic. Because what happens when the absentism takes place and we are tilted, and then we are holding on and holding whatever is possible for us. At that point, because the kidneys are getting impacted, there's a slight tendency to slouch. And that tendency to slouch invariably starts giving us a neck bump. Have you seen a neck bump? It feels like your neck is slightly forward. Yeah. So when we start working with the father wound, the spine starts aligning itself better. So you may have this sense that somebody is massaging your spine, that somebody is straightening your posture out, which is fantastic. But wherever you felt it, super awesome.
And they've all put in their responses, Nidhu. And there's one I know you will definitely want to, and I know everybody will want to. Just telling you all, so Dolly says, yes, I did change my posture. Hanta says, feeling relaxed and comfortable. Mona says, better now. Shreya says, yes, there's a slight pain on the left side of my temple. Akshaya said, a lot of movement in the back area. Teresa said that, yes, needed to do twisting spine and neck stretching. And Ewa, I hope I pronounced your name right, E-W-A, Ewa please forgive me if I've not pronounced it properly, has written in Nidhu saying, it's amazing. I have slipped discs and always pain in my lower back, but it disappeared. Thank you. Didn't expect it so fast.
Fantastic. I am so glad. And Eva, or Eva,
EWA, so that's why I also didn't say V, I said Eva, you know.
tried the W, even I was trying the W. How are things with your father?
Eva is fine, she says. In fact, hey, why don't we have her on? I'm just looking for her.
Sure.
Okay, I have two on. Eva, just say, I can see an EWA and I can see an EWA with a capital C. So just write in which one is the one you would like unmuted. You know what? I'm just going to go. I've sent a request to unmute.
Hi. Hi, can you hear me? Sorry, I wanted to do it fast. I wanted to do it fast, but of course, my dictionary started writing something different. Sorry. So my father was a really lovely man, but then when capitalism came to our country, he started working very hard, and he was just absent since I was around 10 years or something. But before, you know, he spent time with us, he did homework with us, he played with us, like he really was like present father.
Lovely.
But then he just didn't have time.
And does this also start taking place with money? So money comes and then suddenly disappears?
Yes. And now since 3 years, I don't have money at all.
You can leave now. What's going on with money? Tell me a little bit about that, because actually you're going to be expressing the story of your father. So go ahead.
So I moved to Hong Kong 3 years ago. I just changed totally my life. I left my career in business. I didn't like it. I mean, I was really tired of it. So I came here to Hong Kong, but before I came, I broke my knee. So I didn't start working. I stayed with my friend and her children because we moved together with one of my friends. She was left by her partner. I left my partner and we moved together to change our life in Hong Kong. But I couldn't start again working in business because of my knee. So that's why I stayed with children and I helped with them. You know, it took 9 months. My rehabilitation took so much time. And then she moved from here to other country because she's working on different projects. And I stayed here because I made decision I want to be in Hong Kong. I just don't want to come back to my country. And I was depressed for like 3 months. Didn't totally know what to do. I was without money, without like a partner, but she's supporting me very much. And then I found out finally what I want to do because I'm a healer and I have some natural gifts. And then I've learned so many modalities. So I'm working like this, but I don't have too much clients. Still like struggling.
Right.
When I was in business, I was really rich. I was working for sales. I was sales director or or whatever, like lead. I guided, like leaded some teams, and I was really, really successful, working very hard, and had a lot of money. But I was like really enough with business. I couldn't like stand it. That's why I wanted to change.
Got it. And I'm so glad that you said the sentence that I don't have money, I have no money. So I'm going to digress just for a few seconds. My girl, by the way, I love your nail polish.
Thank you.
So here's what happens with financial insecurity. We make the 3 biggest mistakes in our thoughts and our feelings with money. And these come through as 3 sentences that we end up saying or thinking. Number 1, the most dangerous sentence in the world to say for and about money is, I don't have money, because that's never true. even the beggar on the street.
Yeah, because it's not true.
Because it also becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then when the money comes, it starts going out very quickly because we always like to be right. So if I'm thinking that I don't have money or I have no money, I will want to be right about that. Then I will be able to tell myself, I'm right. It's the one joy and pleasure our minds have. Because the moment we are right, you know, that satisfaction when you're right, how good it feels, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you say, I have no money, you will want to look for reasons to be right. What will focus become? I have no money.
I have no money.
Money is going out. Most dangerous sentence to say in the world. Immediately catch yourself when you say it. I don't have money. You can leave now. Because for a while, you're still going to be thinking it because this is your entrainment. This is your neural pathway. So before that neural pathway starts shutting down with disuse, it will rear itself up because our neural pathways love to be used. So I don't have any money. You can leave now. Second most dangerous sentence to say with money. I can't afford it. Again, self-fulfilling prophecy, you'll want to be right about being wrong about money. You know that feeling when you look at something and you can't afford it? It starts festering. It starts becoming this it starts becoming this core of resentment. And the family of anger, my darlings, I will say it again, and I will say it all throughout our 21 days, is not an abundance blocker, it's an abundance stopper. Because in anger, what's the first thing we want to do? Thwack somebody, right? Lash out at somebody, drop a few plates, scream our head off. Meaning, there's something that has to get out first. Till that gets out, the circle of receiving will not get activated. Because when you've got this, there's no space for something to come in. Not to mention that anger and the family of anger, which is hatred, bitterness, resentment, is also a disconnector. In anger, you cannot connect to somebody, which means you cannot connect to the universe. And who do we have to ask from? We have to ask from the universe. So in anger, you, first of all, your ask is not there because the access to the universe has been taken over by the anger itself. The anger, the bitterness, the hatred, the resentment. All pain carries deep inflammation, carries deep anger. Anger is an fire and heat in the body. All pain carries fire because that's how the inflammation happens. I mean, look at the word inflammation. It means inflamed. Working on anger, that you couldn't have it, you didn't have it, is very important in money work, any work. Sorry. In money work and weight release. Third most critical and dangerous sentence to watch out for around money is, I don't believe it will come for me. I don't believe it will happen. Subsets of that are, it always happens for others. Everybody else always gets it. Everybody else is luckier. It's easier for everybody else. It will never happen for me, which is what I don't believe it will come for me. I don't believe it will be there, is an extremity that gets set up. Because the words everybody and the words never and the word always come into place. And the truth is, all of these are words for comprehension. You exaggerate in order to make a point. There is no such thing as always and everybody and nobody and never. There is no such thing. Everybody doesn't love you. Everybody doesn't hate you. Always I will have success. No. Always I will have failure. No. There is always, to make a point, room for the opposite. So the moment you have this, again, remember point one, you'll want to be right. So every time somebody does give you something, your receiving becomes zero because you've taken it, but your mind will not acknowledge it. That's the other part of receiving, right? Receiving, acknowledging, giving, letting go. When you don't acknowledge it, the neural pathway does not develop, because now the only neural pathway that's zigzagging all across our brain and our mind and our thoughts is, it never happens for me. It won't happen for me. And then we latch on to the times when that happens. And that is also a measure of imbalance, because it's not our fault. There's that imbalance, right? So you'll hold on to something very tightly and take this for granted. So actually, for all of us who are stricken by this, I don't have money, I don't believe it'll happen, I can't afford it, you are only exhibiting the imbalance and the taking for granted that you have done for the receiving. Solution to this, of course, I don't have any money, you can leave now. I have no money, you can leave now. I never have any money, you can leave now. Everybody else has so much money, you can leave now. I can't afford it. Just add the word yet, because you also don't want to lie to yourself. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But if you have to allow yourself to receive it at some point, you would say, I can't afford it yet. Immediately, it puts you into the possibility that it will happen. Instead of the limitation, now it's not going to happen. I don't believe it'll happen. You can leave now. Complete distrust. And of course, you will have distrust. What is this, my darlings? This is the universe not having given us enough. Of course, you will not believe that it won't happen. Of course, you will start thinking it's easier for others. It's not your fault. At the same time, remember, we are made by left side, right side, yin, yang, mother, father. But what therefore is ours, if everything is coming from here and everything is coming from here, then who am I? What am I? What do I have? What's mine? And what is yours, my darling, is choice. Catch yourself. What is yours is awareness. What is yours is the desire to unlearn, relearn, and grow. What is yours is the power of being the doctor and the healer for yourself, because at no point are you only healing yourself. As women, and this is a number given to me by Durga Ma, our healing power is 1,001 times that of men. Because we are essentially givers, because we are more interested in our child's health and welfare. No man is running around taking care of his child the way a woman will run around to take care of her child. I mean, no man is, first of all, running around to pick up his towel from the bed. So, let's have expectations there. Right? It's the woman, right? Running around, clearing up, putting the shoes back, tidying up the desk. It's the woman. 1,001 times the power, because the power of doing and giving is 1,001 times for a woman. So y'all as women, and this is not responsibility, my love, this is your innate nature. Your innate nature is to move forward. Your innate nature is to heal. Your innate nature is to give. And that is why God gave you the innate work and responsibility of being in charge of the family. Our family is the bedrock of society. Society is the bedrock of civilization. If it wasn't for us, mankind would be dead. We would not have propagated. As women, take a look, my darlings. You are worthy of money. You are worth tons and tons of money. You are deserving of tons and tons of money because you are deserving of that balance of masculine energy in your life. You are deserving of receiving for all the giving that you're doing, because whatever you give a woman, she will make greater. When women start getting more and more monies, they will put more and more monies back in the economy. After all, who does a mall run on?
The women in the house.
Absolutely. Like, you go, girl. You got this. Yeah. In fact, if somebody will do that for me correctly, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think it goes like, you got it.
Nice. Yeah.
I know. It is with with a lot of love. No cultural misappropriation happening here.
Yes,
This is the
absolutely.
best copy I can do because I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, we all do. It's the coolest thing, right?
Yeah.
So, women, what was I saying? I was saying that it is your work and responsibility to make sure that you continually have more and more money. And I'm borrowing a paraphrase from Access Consciousness, but anything and anyone, everything and everyone that won't allow this to happen, you can leave now, 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 you can leave now. You can all leave now. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. You can all leave now. Getting in our own way, you can leave now. Getting in others' ways, you can leave now. Not able to see the receiving that others are having, you can leave now. It will never work for me, you can leave now. Money and I just don't get along, you can leave now. Money goes easily to others, you can leave now. I'm not worthy of money, you can leave now. I don't deserve money, you can leave now. Money is what is causing all the problems in my family, you can leave now. I don't have enough money, you can leave now. I have too little money, you can leave now. I have no money, you can leave now. I'm barely making ends meet, you can leave now. I have blocks to giving, you can leave now. I have to hold on to all my money tightly, you can leave now. I have blocks to receiving more monies, you can leave now. I have to make sure that I manage only in what my husband gives me, you can leave now. Or friend gives me, you can leave now. Or partner gives me, you can leave now. I have only a single stream of income, you can leave now. Have some water, process.
Nidhu, with everything that you've been saying, like throughout, um, so many, even without the decrees, so many responses, from within. Some things felt a little overwhelming. Some things made me feel very happy. Some things I didn't really have like a response or a reaction to. And with everything that you're saying, and you're saying, with a woman, this is how it goes. It's not like so as cut and dried, is it? Because we're obviously still have like I'm just gonna say it, shitload of financial insecurities.
Correct.
So I know that's coming up, but I just wanted to bring this up because I think. Are you checking in on Eva?
I was just going to. I was just waiting there. I was just going to.
Because I remember Shailaja, so and then I just realized that Eva is still here.
Yes. Eva, how is it for you, my love, some harsh truths? I apologize. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Really good.
How is your heart?
And I feel like some tightness from my back just disappeared, you know, because I feel this pain for last 15 years. And even this year in April, my next disc slipped and I healed myself and it was really good. But still there's something in the lower back, like always some little pain. And now I just feel like a little bit like, I don't know, 30% of the normal pain.
Fantastic. So I'm going to give
Very
you
grateful.
something to do, which is for financial insecurity, but very reassuring for the back. And here's what you're going to do. What you're going to do is with your left hand, you're just going to place it at your back. It's okay if you come a little forward. It's all right. You can be straight, be straight. If you have to come a little, if you have to tilt a little ahead, it's okay. And just move it in a circular motion. Like for a minute, that's all.
And middle, circular, clockwise, anti-clockwise, does it make a difference?
Your hand will not naturally go in a motion. Just go with it.
Right.
Okay? And a little bit of warmth will come up. Shift to the right hand. And again, it will go in the opposite motion.
I got to ask you this. You know this is coming up.
Say.
What does the one hand going naturally clockwise and the other hand going naturally anti-clockwise, what does it mean? You knew I was going to ask you this.
No. It is the way energies flow. Our energies are quite circular in their nature. So left hand anti-clockwise, right hand clockwise.
Clockwise, yes.
Also,
I did just opposite.
It's okay.
Right side is going anti-clockwise.
No, don't worry. However it showed up for you is fine. So because it has to be very natural. And now I want you to do it, you know where the crack of the back is? So I want you to take your hand that low and just do it again with your left palm for 1 minute. By the way, fabulous for firming and toning lower abdomen. And women, you know, that is one of our weakest muscles. I mean, actually for most people. All right, change to right hand, please. Like you should be feeling something in your abdomen as well. This is soothing, not just for backs. It's very soothing for PMS. Not to be done in PMS, to be done before PMS. So it's medicine. Tell me how
I'm in PMS now. I'm feeling like something very soft is going from my back to my belly.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, like very nice and smoothly energy.
Superb. You will see the difference in your PMS. It may get worse for a day because there's so much stuff there, right? And now this energy is going to gently move it out. But if you can bear it, please bear it. And you will see the difference in the coming months as well.
I think I'm on the, you know, my period will come soon because today I ate so much shit that probably I'm on the peak, so it's fine. It wouldn't be worse.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
How is everybody doing, Nilu?
Sakina wrote in that saying, I get angry really soon. Does it have something to do with my father wound? Teresa said, money comes easy. So, you know what Teresa has been putting in decrees in, and so she has actually, you know, written so she wrote, money comes easily and effortlessly to me now and every day. And Preeti was asking, are we doing on root chakras? Are we working on the root chakra? Teresa says, so much tightness in right shoulder to reach the back. And Ujala says, we had Ujala on yesterday, I still can perceive and feel the heaviness in the end of the head and in the shoulder blade space. Preeti Vichivora saying lower back.
Got it. Got it.
Headaches, yawning, pain in left heel and ankle for Akanksha. And Bina says she was feeling sleepy all throughout.
Got it. These are good signs, my darlings. These are good releases. On the group, as in not the Women's Sally Summit group, and the Receive group, we've already shared the fibromyalgia MP3 as well as the throat strengthening MP3. most of these symptoms feel very much like fibromyalgia to me because it comes from suppressed anger and rage, in fact. But let us do a quick one. Anger, you can leave now. Anger, you can leave now. 8 more times with me. Anger, you can leave now. 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 My father's anger, you can leave now. My mother's anger, you can leave now. My child's anger, you can leave now. My angry mother, you can leave now. My angry father, you can leave now. My angry child, you can leave now. Angry mothers and fathers coming down 7 generations of 7 elder mothers and 7 elder fathers on my mother's side, your mother's side, my father's side, your father's side. You can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Take your time, have water. Thank you so much, Eva. I'm so happy you came on and shared with us.
Dipali says, a lot of tension on the left lower back. Akanksha says, a lot of burps. And I did mention the pain in left heel. And Vinita is asking, what about tinnitus?
Let's do one for tinnitus as well. So tinnitus, you can leave now. 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 My mother's tinnitus, you can leave now. My father's tinnitus, you can leave now. My child's tinnitus, you can leave now. Tinnitus coming down, 7 generations of 7 elder mothers and 7 elder fathers. My mother's side, your mother's side, my father's side, your father's side. You can all leave now 100 trillion times. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. If not tinnitus, something else with the hearing and the ears does start happening. Because remember how it is, we want to be right and we believe we don't have money. So the receiving of messages of money, the receiving of insights of money, the receiving of experiences of receiving money, we don't hear them. And because we have, the universe is not fragmented, the universe is one whole. So if we have one aspect of our lives that we are refusing to listen in, it will start showing up in other aspects as well. I remember this person with extreme financial insecurity invested her stocks in the market. We did a call on releasing it. The next day, she had a sense that this is what she should do with one of the stocks. She did it, it doubled. Because she received, she heard, she believed in the sense and the intelligence and the message that came through. So, everybody, are we ready to heal the father wound and let go of ours and our mothers and our mothers' financial insecurity now?
Yes.
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 Can you remove your attachment to this now? You say yes.
Yes.
Will you remove the point of origin of this now? And you say yes.
Yes.
Can you remove the point of origin of this now? And you say yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you Mars decrees. Mars is the planet of action. And tell me, my darlings, what is the verb for action? What is the, like, how do you take action?
Swiftly.
Especially if you're using the decrees? Absolutely. So another word for taking action is doing. And so the simple Mars decree used at all marriage ceremonies is the I do and the I don't. Try it for yourselves right now. I do have financial security.
Hang on, I'm taking you back a quick second, Nidhu, because I just realized you've officially declared literally a decree out right now. It's never been introduced before.
No, never.
This is the first time ever.
That's right.
All right, so for whoever's listening in, Mars decrees, first time ever, you're the first one to ever get it, use it. Let's go.
Use it. You will also get to use it in the program because we're going to be using it after 17th of September, because once the moon cycle changes over into the waxing cycle, we will use the manifestation decrees. The I do is the manifestation decree from Mars, and the I don't is the clearing decree from Mars, which is I don't have financial security. You can leave now. So if you notice, in quite a few of the clearings, including the MP3 that we've shared today on the group, in both groups, there is the sentence that says, I don't have financial security. You can leave now. Now, here's the key for using Mars decree. You will have a reaction only if you have the vibration. You cannot force it. No decree is for forcing yourself or for somebody else. Controlling yourself or for controlling someone else. They will not work, and if they do temporarily, it will backfire. So when you say, I do have financial security, you should be able to have a sensation in the body if you have the vibration of it. If you don't have the vibration of it, you will sense nothing. So immediate and instant vibrational status check you can do with Mars decree. Let us say you are asking for, I'll take a smaller number, $10,000 or 10,000 rupees or 10,000 euros. I do have $10,000. Check the reaction. Often the reaction is somewhere in the central column. Either there'll be a reaction in the belly or in the chest or the lower abdomen, but you must have that reaction. If you don't have that reaction and you have been doing all of this work for $10,000, rupees, euros, riyals, it is not going to happen because the vibration doesn't exist. In which case, what do? I don't have $10,000. You can leave now. And then you check again, I do have, and you will start sensing the difference. Everybody, my darlings, let us do this. I do have 10,000 rupees. I do have $10,000. I do have 10,000 euros. I do have 10,000 yen. I do have 10,000 riyal. I do have 10,000, use whatever currency you want, Singapore dollars, Australian dollars, and check.
I yawned with, initially when you mentioned I don't have I do have financial insecurities. That time I wanted to clear my throat immediately.
When you said I do have financial insecurity.
Sorry, financial securities. I said securities.
Okay.
I said yes. I was writing, scribbling at the same time, and I said the other words. No, I did say that I do have financial securities, and I wanted to clear my throat immediately. I felt it here. And now when you said, say, I do have 10,000 rupees, I yawned peacefully. Like, no, there's no, there's no, so maybe we should go higher amount.
Shall we try a higher amount?
Yes, yes.
$50,000.
Sorry?
$50,000. Check your vibrational status for $50,000. I do have $50,000. I do have 50,000 rupees. I do have 50,000 euros. I do have 50,000 riyadh. Riyadh, by the way, one of the most powerful currencies in the world. I do have 50,000, whatever currency. Check your reaction.
Peaceful check.
What is the reaction, Neelu?
I said peaceful, happy.
Happy. Okay. There will be a physical reaction as well, right? So there's the happiness. I do have. Nice, right? I do have financial security. I do have more than enough monies for my needs and wants.
So I am yawning and yawning and yawning, says Jaya. Preeti says no reaction for me. Dipali says stomach sucked in. Simon says tingling in my spine. Teresa says tingling in my lower belly. Priya says heaviness in the chest. Delbert says she's yawning. Ramlin is saying, is yawning a positive effect? Because I am yawning. Shreya says feeling some vibrations in both palms. Payal says something in stomach. Neelu says, Neelu says lower abdomen tingling.
Good.
Yeah, so a lot of tingling, yawning, butterflies in stomach, and yeah.
Right.
Tingling and yawning is happening.
When you don't have a reaction, you are not in its vibration. Like basically, you will know the power of your manifestation work because your manifestation work requires that you move always from here to here. If you move from here to here, the fall is that much harder. The struggle is that much more. It's like climbing the rungs. If you are at a 10, you want to climb at most the second rung, not the 10,000th rung. So when you do work with money, check your vibrational status first. Double the amount. 50,000 is fine. 100,000. I do have 100,000 rupees. I do have $100,000. I do have 100,000 euros. I do have 100,000 riyadh. I do have 100,000. Whatever currency. Check your vibration. When you've checked your vibration, let us say that we've said 100,000. Let us say we've said 100,000, and you're not having a reaction. So you know you're not in that vibration. Come down to where the vibration is. So start working backwards. Whatever that vibration is, start working, whatever that comes to. Let us say it comes to 800,000. So at 800,000, you already have the vibration. Now you start working on 1600,000. But constantly checking. Very often, the vibration that we get into is the vibration of either money that's coming or money we already have.
I can't stop yawning. I have to go off video now.
It's cool, ma. You know, it has nothing to do with the company and everything to do with fabulous shifts. All good. All good. So the first thing in letting go, we must start taking care of our financial insecurity. And for that, ladies and gentlemen, please start receiving your 30 very simple, mostly simple tips. First thing, tilted, unbalanced, unstable, unsteady, using money to feel stronger, to feel better. Always keep an amount in your bank and your home that makes you feel better, that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel secure. This is not money for spending. This is not money for a rainy day. This is not money that you are putting aside for your children's education. This is your father money, your money father. I have seen this instinctively and intuitively for everybody who has financial insecurity. Always the desire that I have some amount of money, because at the back of your head, the sense is money is there. This is the it's their money. People might say to you, why are you sitting on this money? You should be using it. You should be investing it. You are using it. It's the father money. It's the money father. It's there for me money. I was working with Vijay, an elderly gentleman in his 70s. 25 years of his life, he had sat on 30 lakh rupees. Neelu, just tell us a quick translation of how much that is in dollars. 30 lakh rupees for 25 years. And by the way, he didn't call me because he had been sitting on it, because it doesn't cross anybody's mind that that they are sitting on it, because it's the father money. It's their money. All of us have it's their money without realizing it's the father money. Anyway, what he did call me for was to do a little bit work around a big expense that had come up and that he had to let go. Immediately, blocks in giving come from financial insecurity. I asked about his father. His father had passed away when he was 8. We began the work. The next day, he called up to say he was investing all of that money. He had already found a scheme where he and his wife would get a regular income month after month for the next 15 years.
What is the amount again, Nidhu?
30 lakhs. I didn't tell him anything about financial insecurity. I didn't tell him anything about sitting on 30 lakhs, because you need that money. He was finally ready to take a look at his blocks in giving. All blocks in giving come from a weak, unhealthy, toxic, judgmental, critical, absent father. Just as all blocks in receiving come from an absent, toxic, unhealthy relationship with the mother. Remember that, right? Mother, father. Inhale, exhale. Winter, summer. We need both polarities. Anytime something's happening on one side, take a look as to what's happening on the opposite side.
That's about $40,000, Nidhu.
That's $40,000. Yeah. But he needed that, you see. And I mean, you know, Neelu and I are so blessed. We have our father. And by the way, our father still gives us money. So we're so blessed. It's just incredible. And I cannot imagine what that boy must have gone through when his father left when he was 8 years old. He needed $40,000 to have the uprightness and stability and steadiness and grounding he required. Whatever is that amount of money for yourself, spend time on it and you will realize you already know what that amount is. It's the amount you've kept in your bank. It's the amount where you start feeling insecure if the amount drops. It's the amount you need at home. So please keep your father money as there. Once you start doing the work, automatically and organically, you will get to a point where you will want to do something else with the money, where you will want to put the money to use and work for you. Do it then. Right now, keep father money. Then, fu and ha-ha breath. Okay, very simple. The food.
Before you mention this, I gotta tell you, when I saw this the first time, I was wondering which Pan Asian menu are we going into? Because I just saw the foo and ha, and I did not reach the bread before I was already thinking food.
By the way, food does come from Qigong, so you're not far from the Pan-Asian understanding. And so does, so ha, actually ha comes from there, but ha makes us feel a certain way. My darlings, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much is your financial insecurity right now?
So Ujala says 7.
Okay. Let us go with Ujala. I actually wanted one high number. So we got that. Anybody else with high numbers as well?
Vandana is at a 10. I just realized I was off video because I was still yawning.
Okay, so always good news to me.
Vandana and Tejashri are on 10. We have Dipali on 9. We have Sumedha also on 10. We have Konika on 9. Urmila on 9. A bunch of 10s, quite a few 9s, some 8s, a 7, 2, 3 7s, a couple of 6s, 5, 9.5.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I want to keep trying.
4. 4 is the lowest we have right now.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Financial insecurity, you can leave now. 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 I don't have financial security, you can leave now. I don't have financial security, you can leave now. I don't have financial security, you can leave now. I don't have financial security, you can leave now. I don't have financial security, you can leave now. Process in your own time. What I want you to do with me is the foo and the ha-ha. Okay. So the foo is a sound for the kidneys. And the kidneys partner, because all our yin organs have a yang counterpart. The yang counterpart for the kidney is the bladder. And the bladder is where we keep our insecurity. So what we're going to do right now is strengthen the kidney so that the bladder is strengthened. I want you to try this and see what happens. Just one time. I just want you to take this breath. You're going to inhale through the nose. So your cheeks will inflate a bit. It's the, just do it once. Check your number. Don't write it down yet. Just check your number. Okay. The ha is when the heart opens up, because the heart opens up with laughter. We're not laughing, we are simulating the laughter sound. So ha, 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 ha. You will be exhaling when you do that. So inhale. Ha, 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 ha. Check your financial insecurity, especially those of you all who were 10 and 9 and 9.5. Don't write it down. Just check for yourself. I want you to gauge your own progress.
Nedu, will you just explain both the foo and the ha again? A few of them didn't get the inhale, exhale on it. So
you want me to demonstrate it again?
Yes.
Okay, ma. Okay. So the foo is when you inhale through the nose, and just in a big loud sigh, you let it go through the mouth. Ha 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 is when you take the inhale through the nose. Ha 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 ha. And also, my darlings, please continue to take sips of water. I'm just going to replenish mine.
And while you do that, Nidhu, I'm actually just answering a question for KK. I can't, this is how I am seeing your name on the group. She's asked, when Nidhu asks us to check for a number, how do we do that? You check based on the number that has come up the first time around with the exercise. Correct, Nidhu?
Correct. So when I asked you how much is it on a scale of 0 to 10, you gave me a number. Let us say it was 10. When I asked you to check the number again you check between 0 to 10, how much is it? Is there a difference in the body? Is there a difference in the number? I want you to be very aware of how you are shifting, the messages that will come, the insights that will come, the guidance that will come, because it will come. Releasing financial insecurity forever. Yes to that.
Yes. Super yes.
Super yes. All right. When you keep money at home, always keep it in a very nice, very pretty, very attractive box or pouch. That's coming up somewhere there, but I was going to take out money, so I wanted to show you. Now, give folded money. This is folded money. When I give like this, the open end is towards me. And look what's in the open end. It's doubled. So when I give money like this, I am giving it knowing and sending a message to the universe that double will come back. Always give your money like this. Tell everybody in your family to give money like this. Yes? Neelu gave me the Indian nod, so we're all...
Already, because a lot of us who've been doing this work with you for a long time, I think it's just become deeply ingrained. In fact, even when the shopkeeper gives it, gives it to me in the like open or any other thing, I actually tell you fold it.
Yeah. Fold it. This folded money and all the money in the house is to be kept at the altar on Fridays. The act of putting money at an altar immediately signals to the universe that not only are you ready to give, because you're giving at the altar, you are ready to receive. This is also how you will place the money at the altar. Because God, our deities, our statues, they're all very sensitive. They are made of ether. So you can't put this there because this will hurt them. This will prick them. You would put it like this only. In fact, if you can put 100,000 rupees, euros, dollars, riyals, yens at your altar on a Friday, in 21 days, your financial reality will change. 100,000. And this is from an ancient Lakshmi Ma scripture that another money gentleman, Suresh Padmanabhan, had mentioned. But it was just amazing. The point of the 100,000 is that it has to be in the open. So you could have 100,000 at home. That could be your father money. But on Fridays, on Goddess days, you put it out. You can also put it in a plate and decorate it. You just put it on your altar.
Like physical cash, right? Now, do not just write a check and fold it, double it. Look, it's a logical question to ask, and I'm sure somebody would have asked it. So I just jumped the gun on it.
Correct. Correct. This allows for the goddess to bless us with much more. We also want our front door to bring us more money. Like every time we open the front door, we must get in more money. So at the front door, facing the front door. So this is the front door. This is what I keep facing the front door. I have a feng shui frog and I have a laughing Buddha. And in between, and this is the important part, is money. This money can be kept, I've just kept it like that, scattered. You can also stack it in coins. The point is, it has to be behind something. So you could put it behind maybe a very big crystal. So the money does not face the door. Something else faces the door and the money is behind that. Only change to be kept, not paper cash, because paper cash is going to be kept somewhere else.
Nidhu, can you just raise that a little bit so
Sure.
everyone can have a look? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
So I keep mine in a silver tray. But do it. You're women, you know exactly what it is that will be aesthetically pleasing and gorgeous and beautiful for you and your house. So you decorate it the way you want to. But make sure that you have something that's an invitation to money, like crystal angels, for example, or something like a feng shui item that invites money home, and keep the money behind it.
Nidhu, two quick questions here.
Yes.
About the 100,000 to be kept at the altar on Fridays, is it to be kept there for 21 days or
Just
for
Friday. Just Friday.
Okay.
You pick it up in the morning. Be safe.
So do you place it in the evening and pick it up on Saturday morning, or do you place it on Friday morning and pick it up on Friday evening?
You pick it up on Saturday morning and you place it on Friday morning.
So 24 hours.
Let the night go by. If you're up late as well, no, still Saturday morning.
Right. So Rizwana is asking, if there is no altar, where can we keep it?
Then make your 100,000 plate. You find a container, put an idol, however you want to decorate it, put flowers, put change, however you want to do it, and keep it like that at your temple.
Okay. And for the coins opposite the door, how exactly opposite the door?
Opposite the door, as in facing the door.
So you can angle it, right? Because
In fact, mine is angled.
Yeah, because like my door opens into a straight corridor. There's nowhere I can actually keep it right in front of it.
So you have to keep it inside the house.
Yeah, what I meant is when you enter the house, it's a straight. There's no shelving or any that I can keep it and it's facing. So I can put it this side and just angle it towards the door, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then, especially if you can do this. Yeah. Especially if you can do this, and it's safe for you to do this in your house, and that's one of my privileges because I don't have anybody like roaming around the house like that. So
a lot of people actually have that question, Nidhu, about
be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe, my darlings. Absolutely. Don't force yourself to do this. But like if you have a day free, you have it on your own, go ahead and do it. So folded money again. Folded money. Now this part will face the door. Because what are you saying?
Double coming to you.
Yeah, money you can double and come into the house. See what happens with this, my darlings. And again, when there is this money, please don't put something on it to keep the money like that. It has to be kept just like this. What will happen in a couple of hours or in a day, it's going to fly off. It'll fall down, it'll go off. When that happens is when you're supposed to take it away from there. Its work is done. It has sent invitation to other money because like attracts like, and its work is done. You can do whatever you want with it next. Okay.
I'm just getting the screen back. Give me a second.
Sure. In the meantime, check the financial insecurity. Started at a 10. How much is it now? How are you feeling about money? Is any message coming through? How is your body responding to this? And while Neelu does this, let me also do one more exercise with you all. Oh, she's done it already. Okay. Keep money flat under the mattress. This is something that all our ancestors have done because it was a safe place. That if somebody had to come into the house, they would have to wake us first to get to that. So the sense of security that has come into money under the mattress is again centuries of programming. Keep as much money as you want flat under the mattress. Change passwords to money words. I remember Jyoti, our lovely, wonderful, beautiful Jyoti. Jyoti, on the day of my call, she sent me these switch words. She sent me these switch words that said, add, count, rainfall. So anything like that, please use for your password. Two more numbers I want to give you, which are wonderful for money. 4000000. 4 followed by 6 zeros. And 42170. The 42170, about 4 years back, this random poster showed up. I've not seen that poster again that said, say 42170 45 times. So 42170, let's all do it. 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 42170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170, 4170. And I did that 60 times. Keep me posted, my darlings, as to what happens next for you. Remember the signs and messages of money. Keep your awareness peeled. Oh, one of my favorite ones. Use power wallets. Power wallets are wallets that smell good, look new. If you have an old, frayed, torn wallet and you love it very much, by all means keep it. Put some money in it, keep it. But your wallet must always be a radiating beacon of attractiveness. Power wallets, especially power wallets that have an angel on it or a god on it. Like,
Edu, look at me quickly.
oh my God, look at me.
Oh, the same. Hey, you know what? Hang on, because I have to stand up for a quick second. I'm just going to stop my video for a second because here, hang on.
I love it. I mean, the golden one is not in production anymore because this is a Mystic Lotus awesome Kalima wallet.
And, you know, I have one of my altars like right here above this. I have Lakshmi's poster, and I have that tray with the pyramid and everything. And these two move around there.
These are sentient wallets. There are ways to take care of this wallet. This wallet is a wallet that attracts money not just inside, but around it. When you keep it in your bag, you'll find yourself suddenly picking up cash and not putting it in the wallet, just putting it in the bag. It's an incredible wallet. I think we have a few still left in production. If you would like your own personal Mystic Lotus awesome Kalima wallet, please feel free to get in touch with the Mystic Lotus team after the call. Start crossing T and rounding off Y and G. Crossing the T's comes from a sense of security. By the way, I feel like the Kalima wallet energy has to just... Oh my God, Alice! Awesome! Alice, is there money always in it? Like somehow you end up putting money always in it and around it? What is that?
Passport.
Passport. Nice.
Passport money, yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Do you take it everywhere with you? Do you put it out on full moon?
No, now I will.
Okay. There's a list of instructions with the Kalima wallet. Like you have to treat it as a being. So
Okay.
always you have to take it out for the full moon time.
Okay.
Energize it. Or keep it at the altar if the full moon is not accessible. But on Fridays, so along with all the money at the altar, you would also keep the Kalima wallet. And my darlings, at the end of the call, we are giving away 5 rupees. Stay tuned.
At the end of the Tele Summit.
At the end of today's call.
At the end of today's call. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, at the end of today's call. All right. So I was telling you about the T. And in fact, I think that's why the wallet brought my attention back again, because I hadn't mentioned it and I'd gone off to the T and the Y. So start crossing T higher. Normally, this is how we would do our T's, right? Oh, it's a mirror image.
You can see it's exactly fine.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, right? This is how we normally do it. Either it will be slightly towards the lower part, or it will be mid between the top and the bottom. Instinctively, just write yours and see where the dash of the T is coming. This dash is self-esteem. Self-esteem, you will remember from yesterday, my darlings, it's a very open energy. Self-esteem is self-respect. Self-esteem is self-respect, is confidence. Self-esteem is self-respect, is confidence, is self-worth. So immediately start activating your self-worth. This is not the... Don't do this. Do this. The higher the dash, the more the confidence and self-esteem. Show me, Nilu.
When you said it, I just, this thing.
Super.
Can you see it? Yeah, you can, I think you can see it.
And this, I need some more verifications on, but we will do that in the group. But this, the act of doing just this one thing brings in more money. Again, keep your awareness field. On the other hand, there is the Y. Now, I'm so used to doing it the other way. I'm not sure I'll be able to show it to you incorrect. Just write Y, everybody. Okay, so I've tried to do it, tried to show you this particular Y and G. Like basically, the bottom part becomes like a line, or it's very sharp.
Mine's sharp.
Yeah, see, like this. It's got edges.
Yeah, mine's sharp.
This is extreme judgment and criticism.
Oh, thank you for declaring that.
Now you can leave. Now you can leave. You can leave now. What we're going to do, and remember this, my darlings, where does judgment and criticism come? Does anybody remember the family of fear?
Right.
Lower abdomen. Anger, jealousy, judgments, criticisms, lower abdomen, PMS. You want to change your PMS and the state of your lower abdomen by this one thing. This is how you're going to do it. This is incorrect. And by the way, Neelu,
Yep.
that's also how I used to be writing it.
I have hope yet.
Always. Here's how you're supposed to write it. You will write the Y and circle it. You see that? Doesn't it look like the lower abdomen? But look at what I've done. Instead of giving it the sharp spikes, I have given it a robust, round, safe, secure energy. I have made the lower abdomen gentler.
Mine right now looks like an incomplete symbol for cassette player. I made the circle, but it's still low. It's still lower. It's not like right.
It will
full
take
on complete. Right.
you can take the Y, you can take the across as well. Yes? Everybody promises to do this. Please raise your left hand up.
So, cross my heart and hope to die. No, not dying. Definitely living. Got to
Definitely
do this.
Definitely. I hereby solemnly promise
I hereby solemnly promise
to watch out
to watch out
for my T's,
for my T's,
my Y's,
my Y's,
my G's,
my G's,
my F's,
my F's,
and my I's.
and my I's.
I haven't put I there, but here's what also takes place with I. So normally we put an I and then we put like a dash or we put a dot high up, right? It goes high. So for an I, you want to make sure that your dot, cross your T's and dot your I's. Yes? We will manage the I like this. Bring your dot clearly. Like if you notice, mine's not really a dot. It's more or less a vertical dash. So I will go and I will correct it. Now we'll make it a dot. Do I need another page? So as much as possible, make a dot on the I. This is also fabulous for confidence. Yes, everybody's going to mind their handwriting. Don't know how many of us write anymore, but writing is very important, my darlings. Writing what you want, making lists to whether it's to burn, whether it's just to keep it, increases the possibility of manifestation by 47%. So right.
Nidhu, Radha's asking, do we practice these in green inks or red inks or
Any color you want.
pencil, pen, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, because what you're getting is the curve and usage of your hand, fingers, and the letter itself.
Interesting question. What about a capital Y for saying yes? Capital Y is out.
No problem, because there's nothing there that's going beneath. G, Y, F go beneath, right? But Y is just, well, it's Y. Oh, look at my Y. Y is just Y. It's not going beneath anyway. There's no under part to it. So there's no lower abdomen to it. It's fine. One of the things that I did, I don't remember now. I think it was on a money call, or was it Money and Emotions, where I had recommended that everybody pick up the ABC book that we used to have in kindergarten, and just every single day, practice one letter. I mean, there was a reason they did it. They just didn't tell us what the reason was. They just like made it about homework and having to do it well. But it's just fabulous, because that is the correct way a letter has to be written. The way that each letter is written in capital and lowercase confirms and makes a personality for us. Nilu, next slide, please.
You're asking about the other alphabets, by the way.
Sorry?
The other alphabets, the F.
Yeah, the F. Because the F goes down, you see? So it has the lower abdomen.
Okay, I've never written my F like that.
Because of the sharpness.
Okay, let me just show it to you anyway. Yeah. I know I'm not writing it big, but it's the...
Oh, the single one. Oh, this F.
Yeah.
You're doing this F?
Yes.
So you're not going to the bottom. But ideally, this is how you would use the F, the opportunity of an F, to give more release and help and support and succor and reassurance and comfort to your uterus and your lower abdomen.
And the G?
Right? And let's go to part 2.
Yes, the G. Oh, we've done the G, sorry. No, we haven't done the G, Nadu.
I didn't do G for you?
No.
Oh,
Or did I miss it?
G, yeah. G
No,
is
we did T, Y, and I and F. G is missing. G is not done.
G is missing.
Hello, G.
Hello, G. Namaste, G.
Namaste, G. Vadya, G. Changa, G. Please forgive me.
Sorry. We use G as a suffix when we address somebody with respect. So very similar to a Y. Basically, you got to curve the bottom part.
The bottom curve is way bigger than the, the top circle of the G, which is very much like this, and the below also right now. So we shall let that be for now.
So just watch out. So everything that, every letter of the alphabet that has an up and a down, you are actually exhibiting your up and your down. Like Nilu said right now. And that's how my body is right now. Power.
Oh, thank you, Babel. Sorry. Sometimes this thing okay, I'm just gonna come back to it. Thank you, Babel.
What happened?
I was just so busy looking at my G, I forgot to look at the screen only.
Okay, G. Okay. Part 2, find your money angels. Everybody is on for this 1 week exercise. So one part of giving is the giving to the poor and the needy. The other part is just giving to family members. Is just giving to your neighbors. That is, if you have that kind of relationship, they don't want to just show up at strangers' doors and say, here, some money. Giving to people around you. What you want with your money angels is to know who your money angels are. When you give the money and check in 24 hours, you will know exactly who is the money angel, who is the money returner, and cancel, cancel, cancel. You can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now, you can leave now. The money demon. So you want to give it to whoever. Give it to your child. Give it to your husband. Give it to your sister. Give it to your brother. Give it to whomever you want. Okay? Use the daily decrease. And that means you have to be on for the 21-day package. All right. Tidy up, de-hoard, delete photos and emails daily, because the one behavior that financial insecurity causes is a hoarding and an untidiness. Maybe everything is clean, but there's an untidiness. So if you notice, I haven't said declutter, because declutter is traumatizing for the financially insecure. Remember, right? As it is, they're holding on to something to stay balanced. Now I will tell them declutter. It's very difficult. There'll be huge resistance. So to begin with the lesser version of decluttering, which is to tidy up and de-hoard. Tidying up is because everybody who's financially insecure, although sometimes I think that because every woman has this to some degree or the other in her lives, and therefore this is a woman thing. You know that chair that's piled up? Who has that chair? You know, the sofa that's piled up? Sometimes the bed that's piled up? What about a room? A room that's piled up? That's what I mean by tidying up.
Yeah.
That is what is the symbol of the hoarding in the lower abdomen, which then gives rise to PMS, sometimes also IBS, sometimes also constipation. You got to start letting go of that. Delete photos and emails daily, because as a daily practice, if you get used to doing this, you will get used to doing decluttering on a larger scale very easily. And while I have not said clean, I've seen this actually more in the men than women, but financial insecurity can make us have unhygienic habits. Always wear clean, fresh clothes. Always make sure that you are showered every day. There's one more thing that happens with financial insecurity, and that's coming up. I think it's in part 3, but you must wear perfume even if you're sitting at home. And I'll tell you why. Because Lakshmi Ma is very fond of nice smells. She's very fond, especially of the floral variety. Like, why do we laugh?
I always have a tiny one. Wherever I'm sitting and working, it's always there. I'm constant.
Fantastic. That's, by the way, is a tiny perfume. What is it? It's not a sachet. It's a
No. It's a proper thing. Like, okay, you know, you can like it sprays out literally, and it's not a sachet, and it's a great thing, especially for parties, because it'll go into a damn clutch.
Yeah. Like I think we pick up like 20, 30 at a time.
Yeah.
Whole mother, sister, me, you know, we just always make sure. We didn't know this, that this is related to Lakshmi Ma, but it is. She loves these sweet floral smells. Durga Ma is okay with a slightly heavier incense stick like sandalwood, slightly heavier perfume like a sandalwood or a slight musk paste. Saraswati Ma is more or less neutral. So any perfume is fine by her, but perfume is a must, especially if you are online and working. You know how it is, right? You just show up, showered and perfumed.
What about if you're allergic to perfume? Somebody just wrote in, I'm allergic to perfume.
All perfumes? What about organic based perfumes?
True.
Be allergic to something in the perfume, like the alcohol.
Right.
So non-alcohol based. What about body mists? What about deos? What about sprays?
You got to hear this. Anisa has just written in, yesterday I attended your session and today I deleted my Gmail and photos of 3 months.
Fantastic. You see, the message automatically came. Fantastic. Fantastic. Superb. Superb. And here, another one of my favorite ones. This is works like a decree, but we don't treat it like a decree. Close your eyes, everybody. I don't want you to say this out loud. In fact, I don't want you to say this out loud unless it's an answer to somebody's question. I just want you to think it in your head and tell me what reaction you have in the next few seconds. You're just going to think, I'm fine.
Shailaja says full body expansive and lighter.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, I yawned like my jaw was gonna like say, okay, bye now.
Isn't it incredible? All right, my darlings, at this point, I want you to check your financial insecurity number. And this, tell us, from 10, 9, wherever it was, what is it now? Especially after the thinking of the I am fine, because that's the other thing that takes place in financial insecurity. We never have a sense of being okay. We never have a sense of being fine. And if it comes, it's very rare. That I am not okay, something's very wrong with me. Something's very wrong with my life. I'm a failure. I'm a loser. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. But primarily, this uneasy sense that something is not okay with me.
Hansa says 1. Ujala says 3-4. So, okay, 4 to 3 is what I'm guessing.
No, she was at a 7.
Okay, so 3 to 4. All right. Then Shailaja says down to 3 from 9. Delva said relaxing. Neelu, 1. Urmila has written 3-9. Urmila was at a 10 or a 9.
Or maybe a 9.
Maybe a 9, right? So Dipali is down to 5. I think Dipali, if I recall correctly, was also at a 10.
Well, Dipali was at a 9.
Dipali was at a 9. Poonam is 5. Urvi says 9 to 5 now. Eva says 3. Amanda says gone from 9 to 4. Akshay says 3. Vandana said from 10, I am in almost 3. Daphne says 9, from 9 to 5. Urmila was at 9, so she's down to now to 3. Thank you, Urmila, for putting that in again. Mona says 0 now. Konika has gone from 9 to 4. Jaya has gone from 7 to 3. Sumedha has gone from 10 to 5. Tejashree has gone from 10 to 4. Anjana has gone to 3. Sumati has gone to 2. Akanksha has gone from 9 to 3. Monica has gone from 9 to 0.
Big round of applause.
Monique has gone from 9 to 0.
Fantastic. Monique. Fantastic. Very well done, my darlings. Please make this part of your daily self-care. Just one time in your head, you just have to think, I'm fine. Don't say it out loud. It just doesn't have the same effect. In fact, try it one more time and then check your number. Don't tell us, make a note for yourself. And have a sip of water and let us continue. Read one para out aloud. Because financial insecurity is so closely linked with our voice, with our throat, with our right to speak up. I don't have the right to speak up, you can leave now. I don't have the right to speak, you can leave now. I don't know how to express myself, you can leave now. I get so frightened when I have to speak, you can leave now. I get so anxious and nervous when I have to think of the words to say, you can leave now. My throat gets constricted very easily, you can leave now. I lose my voice very often, you can leave now. I can't articulate what I want to say, you can leave now. I don't express myself very well, you can leave now. I don't have clarity on what to say and how to say it, you can leave now. You can leave now, 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 you can leave now. With financial insecurity, I have noticed two things happen with the voice. One, constant chatter. Like if you have somebody who's constantly talking and you can't get under them, beside them, over them, around them, because they don't stop talking. They can't stop talking because so much energy has now built up and so much the kidney can't process anymore that it has to come out through the mouth. And the others who get completely contracted and are afraid to speak. In reading a paragraph every day, and by the way, on the 21-day program, you will have a paragraph to read every day because there are at least 15 decrees that you have to say out loud. So it's like a paragraph that you have to read out, and you have to read it out loud without it being a conversation, without it being something that you're saying to yourself. It is only for the exercise for your throat, for your jaws, for your teeth, and your gums. So you want to enunciate properly when you read out one para. You want to do this for the balancing of your thyroid. It is, I cannot tell you how amazing this is for your thyroid. Just to read one paragraph out loud. If you're not doing the program, choose any paragraph. But at the same time, because these tips are so simple, my darling, you will forget in the next few days. Come be part of a group. The group will keep you on track. And this one we've done. Soothe lower back with circular motions. Stop saying or thinking the 3 dangerous sentences. Everybody, left hand up again. I solemnly promise.
I solemnly promise.
And hereby declare.
And hereby declare.
That my mind, body, and heart.
That my mind, body, and heart.
Is free of those 3 dangerous sentences.
Is free of those 3 dangerous sentences.
Amen.
Amen.
What if that is true?
What if that is true? High five.
High five. Group high five.
Group high five.
So, open your money giving. Again, even if you start with small amounts, begin the practice of giving money easily. I know we are givers, my darlings. I know we give a lot. We do a lot. But when it comes to just giving money for the sake of giving money, it becomes difficult for most of us. So for some of us, probably not. Some of us might, in fact, find it very easy to give money, but not so much of ourselves. Some giving will open up when you start giving money more easily. Chin Mudra, Abhaya, Varada Mudra. Oh, these are so good for financial insecurity. So the Chin Mudra is the opposite of the Gyan Mudra. You just turn it around. And you keep it comfortably on your thigh, where your fingers are pointing towards the earth. Or you can keep the edge of your hand on your chair where the fingers are pointing towards the earth. In fact, please stay in this mudra as we continue the remaining part of our conversation. Abhaya Varada has to do with releasing and negating of fear and receiving boons. In Abhaya Varada, you want to make sure that your hands are positioned like the gods. How do gods position their hands? They don't have hands. They don't keep the hand like this. They keep the hand like this, slightly bent, right? So one hand up, the other hand palm facing down, slightly bent. And the tips of this, if you're sitting on the floor, can touch the floor. If you're sitting on the chair, the tips of this can just touch the chair. So it's also comfortable. By the way, this is a phenomenal mudra to do when you're lying down. Depending on the fear you have, you might feel like you're fainting because the fear starts releasing in this big gush. You might get giddy, you might get dizzy, but it is wonderful if you can just surrender to this mudra while lying down. One hand up and one hand down. Up, down, give, receive. Abhaya Varada. Abhaya Varada reminds me, my darlings, because we are such phenomenal givers, doers, and healers, like we are 1001 times more powerful than any other species, I would like us to do this for just 30 seconds. I would just like us to do the blessing and giving pose. So this is almost like a snake head, right? Like how the gods give blessings, right? On both sides, thumbs touching. And I would like you to put this on your screen. And I want to give you Jupiter's decree of being, which is, and I want you to say this out loud, because whatever you give a woman, she makes greater. So as it comes to you, you will make it greater. As you send it out, the other will make it greater. Be blessed. Be safe. Be protected. Be supported. Be heard. Be understood. Be confident. Be articulate. Be amazing. Be awesome. Be moneyed. Be richer. Be wealthier. Be healthier. Be sexy. Be sexier. Be loved and be loved. Release the palms down. Did you feel the vibration in the palms?
Yes.
Did you feel the receiving as well as the giving, like taking place simultaneously?
Yes.
Right? And palms might get hot, you might get warm, might feel stronger. So just keep your palms facing upwards so that all the energy settles in. And now I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to see your long, strong hair just growing longer and longer and longer. Whether you see it braided or whether you see it open head, let your hair start growing longer and longer. Your hair is growing down till your mid back. Hair is growing down till your bum. Hair is growing down till the back of your knees. Your hair has grown so much, it is touching the floor. Hair is power. Hair is protection. Hair is how our health and wealth is. If you look at the quality of your hair, it will tell you something about you. So when you see this long, strong, thick, including dark hair, because dark hair is more protective, I want you to see how fabulously and wonderfully and speedily it is growing. If it is not growing, then somewhere there is some stuckness in the body. And I'm not saying you should grow your hair. I just want you to be able to see the growing hair very well. Not being able to see my hair grow very well, you can leave now. My hair is not growing long, strong, dark, and thick. You can leave now. In fact, I have the opposite problem. My hair is falling so much. You can leave now. Hair breakage, you can leave now. Excessive hair fall, you can leave now. Thinning, weakening hair, you can leave now. All hair dysfunctions and disharmonies and disorders, you can all leave now. You can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. In India, it is considered a mark of a woman's beauty if she has long hair. But long hair was actually meant for our own safety, security, and protection. The hair is the body part, not a body part. The hair is the body, something that is actually the first covering of our aura. So it was always meant for our health. And of course, a thick, good size braid is always a sign that your health is in a good state. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, our last slide for today. Perfume, already told you. Smile at yourself in the mirror. This is another thing I've noticed in people who are financially insecure. The tendency is to frown. And the tendency is to be, they don't smile very easily. Smiling is a form of acknowledgement. And again, acknowledgement is another word for receiving. Acknowledging the good that's taking place, acknowledging the positivity, acknowledging the messages, acknowledging the signs, very difficult in financial insecurity because everything is being held on to so tightly. Because otherwise we will lose our balance and that will make us feel extremely unstable and unsteady and frighteningly traumatized. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Everybody, you all can see yourselves on the screen. Everybody, if you can come on for this exercise. If you can't, don't worry. No, you always have a choice. Come on for this exercise. I want you to smile at yourself on the screen. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Somebody please take a screenshot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right hand up. I hereby, oh, Neelu, you're taking a photo. I hereby, Neelu, right. I hereby solemnly swear and promise.
I hereby solemnly swear and promise
To look into the mirror.
to look into the mirror
And smile at myself.
and smile at myself
At least once a day.
at least once a day.
I do like acknowledging myself.
Acknowledging myself.
I do have a beautiful smile.
A beautiful smile.
I look amazing.
I look amazing
when I smile.
when I smile.
I do love smiling at myself.
I do love smiling at myself.
What if all of that is true?
What if all of that is true?
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Super loved it. Super loved it.
You know, I don't know for how many people this would be possible, Nidhu. Actually, I was gifted this beautiful mirror. It was just this big, and it has seashells all around it. And I was wondering, is it, where do I hang this now? And I put a hook. It's right in front of me. I put a hook on my surfboard, and it hangs there. So even if I actually see myself. Like right now, I'm not looking at you. If I'm looking up, I can see myself in the mirror. So I'll frown also. I'll like stick my tongue out at myself also, and every now and then I'm like, looking good, dude. Like, I don't know how great an idea this is. I don't know how what it means energetically, but ever since I put this mirror up, I found myself to be paying more attention to myself. Like I make the effort to make sure that I dress up for work, even though I don't go to work. You know what I'm saying? I work online. I can sit in my jammies the whole day. But ever since I put this up, I know I've made the effort to do that. So I don't know. I don't know how helpful that is for anybody, but if it is, I tell you, do it.
It is, my darlings, because you see, men want importance, women want validation. And validation, the first form of validation takes place with the body. So when we take care of ourselves physically, it's a huge validation for us. When we show, I mean, automatically you are in higher self-esteem, self-regard, self-respect, self-worth, and confidence when you've showered, perfumed, and dressed up. Always show up for work dressed up. No, we're not being able to, although sometimes this can happen. I remember on Priyanka's call, there was a sense of fragrance and smell also coming through, even though the other cannot smell the lovely perfume that you're wearing. You wear that perfume. If you can't wear it for you, wear it for Lakshmi Ma. All right, and on to the next. Oh, no naked hands. I don't know if my mother's on the call. She normally is. But mom, thank you. So no naked hands. When one of the things that my mother and I would always disagree about for thousands of years is that I wouldn't wear jewelry. And even now, my primary go-to jewelry is crystals. And my mother would say, Nange haath bahar nahi jana hai. How many times am I going to tell you, Nange haath nahi? Wapas aa gaye nange haath. Nange haath is naked hands. Naked hands mean your hands are bare. There's nothing in your arms. Nange haath also means that your palms are empty, that you don't have rings on your fingers. Nange haath is a way of saying, I am not doing very well. And while this is definitely part of the Indian culture, I find that this is true of every woman in the world. The moment you have something on your hand, you instantly give off the goddess vibe better. So, everybody, in whatever simple way, but especially if it's gold and diamond. Gold and diamonds are enormous and beautiful money magnets. And if you notice, most of our mothers, especially Indian mothers, by the time we would be like 2-3 months old, first thing they would do is go and get our ears pierced and put a gold ring in it. By the time that we are 6 months old, we would have gotten a tiny, slim black and gold bracelet or necklace or anklet for our protection. And definitely by the time we are 3 and 5 and 10, there are some forms of gold jewelry coming in to us from our mothers. And it is just incredible how amazing Indian mothers are at this. Not only do they give gold jewelry to their daughters, they also keep aside gold jewelry for their daughter-in-laws. Like a mother saves up for this. It is to make sure that nange haath, nange pair, nahi bhar nikalna hai. Do not step out of the house with naked hands. And I did see a difference in my life when I started this. My sister has never had a problem with this. So this is one argument she's never gotten into with my mother. At most, the argument will be which gold bangle is to be worn. So and Nilu's receiving is wonderful, wonderful. It does make a difference. And in fact, for my call from yesterday, and thank you again, Ma, I'm wearing a gift from my mother. And you too, gift from mom.
This one, screw has gotten so decided it's just not going to move. Mom's getting irritated now that when are you going to change it? I'm like, it's there, it's permanently with my hand. What more do you want?
Yeah.
Now it's like, when are you changing this?
Right. So may we all be so blessed to have women like that in our lives. But my darling, If you're not comfortable with wearing jewelry on your hands as such, wear a watch. Wear a watch the way that you would like to wear a watch. Basically, no bare wrists. And by the way, wrists are areas of the lower abdomen. Wrists are areas of PMS, small intestine. So when the wrist is covered with bangles, it's very strengthening for the wrist. Okay. Trace testosterone on the left forearm. I've put this up previously as well, but I have noticed this sense of aloneness in financial insecurity. Like even if you are in a family, even if you're married, this sense of aloneness. Why? Because invariably the masculine counterpart is missing. Whether it's the husband, the brother, the son, the lover, the companion, the partner, some amount of lack of either physical proximity, emotional proximity does take place. This sense of aloneness and lack of testosteronic confidence and action gets fulfilled with us tracing testosterone on the left forearm. If you are in a toxic relationship, please don't write it. If you are without a man in your life, please write it. Only for 3 days at a stretch, and then take a break for 7 days. It's not meant to be done forever and every day. If you know you have a hormonal imbalance, don't write it. But otherwise, for 1 day, try it and see what kind of action you start taking, how much more energy you have. In fact, try it right now. And I am in fact tracing it out over my shirt sleeve.
I actually was doing it while you were talking about it. I actually did it, and there's a tingling and a cooling that I can definitely make up. I mean, I can feel it.
Fantastic. Anytime you're having like a crisis of energy, for a small temporary burst, please don't abuse this, my darlings, because then all you'll be doing is abusing your body. So for a temporary short burst of energy, you can trace testosterone on the left forearm. Okay. All right. Right nostril breath. Right.
Nidhu,
Yeah.
Nidhu, very quickly. Once again, we have gone way past. I've actually not been glancing into the Telegram, into the app too much. I happen to look right now, and Sumedha wrote again the need to share good news. Yesterday got 8K. During the call we had brought it up, remember? And today, now when the call is on, received 10K now from my friend. It's just wow, waiting for 21-day program. I'm willing to receive more. I mean,
yes to that.
Wow.
Yes to that. And I love that you wrote, I'm willing to receive. I love that you know I am willing. You do receive more. Yes. And everybody, you do receive more. Everybody, you do have financial security. Everybody, you do have multiple incomes constantly flowing in. Everybody, you do have more money than you can handle. Everybody, you do have more money than you could have imagined. Everybody, you do have safety, security, and protection. Everybody, you do have self-esteem, self-worth, self-regard, and very high confidence always. And everything and everyone and anything and anyone that doesn't allow this to happen, you can all leave now, 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 you can all leave now. You can all leave now. Right nostril breath. Sorry, my love.
Yeah, I just wanted to assure everybody that because Nidhu, with the certain tips, a whole bunch of questions are coming up. I just wanted to assure everyone, please don't worry. They will all get answered by Nidhu on the group. After.
Would you like to ask a couple of them anyway?
Yeah, okay. So they're like questions like, with what color pen do you write it? Do you write with the finger? How do you trace it? Do you trace the word? How do you do a tracing? I'm a left-hander, Honey says. So, should sh- you know, should she still trace it on the left hand, or should she trace it on the right hand because she's a left-hander?
Oh, that's a good question. You'll have to get somebody else to trace it on your left, because the left is the receiving, the right is the giving. So you'll be putting it out, but you want to be bringing it in.
Inner or outer forearm?
Inner.
Bawal can't see slide 3. Everyone can see the slide, right? Can you see? You can see the slide. Okay. All right. I hope you'll share all 3 parts in the power. You know what, Kamini, actually, for the first time, likely, we are going to send a replay out of this call, because all of this was supposed to be part of yesterday, and we've gone past yesterday's time, by the way, Nidhu.
Thank you, my darlings. Thank you.
And yes, we will send these 3 to you in the call replay.
Yeah, very
You know what? I'll post it in the call right now. Nidhu, please continue.
Okay. So, right nostril breath. The thing with right nostril breath is that it can give us the same kind of but gentler effect of tracing out testosterone. Right nostril breath activates the right side, and we want the right side activated, right? Because the whole thing is the father wound, which means the right side is actually quite deflated or overcompensatory or overpressurized. So the right nostril breath, please try it right now. And when I say right nostril breath, what we want is to breathe through the right nostril. If you're already breathing through the right nostril, which takes place when you are doing some form of action, and you are doing some form of action right now, but right breath nostril, if it is not breathing easily, just put your left hand under your right armpit and just give it a minute, and you'll start breathing through the right nostril. So again, in that moment of crisis, I don't have the money, the money is not coming, the money is not flowing, I don't have any money. In that moment, switch to your right nostril. Check right now and tell me what is the number for your financial insecurity once you've done this.
Okay, the pics are in, and I'm waiting for people to put their numbers in.
While you let us know, let me do this as well, because these are instructions that quite a few of us already know, and they're very simple as well, which is write and burn moonless. So normally on the group or on Facebook, I put up some sort of reminder for the full moon burning and the new moon burning. The practice of writing and letting go by burning, because writing is also a form of letting go, is an activity for the right side. We want our right side to be strengthened. We want our right side to be in balance with the left side. Left side is now too much, right side is like so little. So the act of writing and burning is very grounding, not to mention the fact that when we align with the cycle of the moon, we are aligning with a natural rhythm. New moon, feminine. Full moon, masculine. So there's some ebb and flow to our femininity and masculinity that starts coming into harmony as well. And in fact, there was another one here, but then I had like some 33 pointers, and then I let it be. But for those of y'all, and this is only for those of y'all who've done the work with shoes and money, please make sure that you're keeping the shoes in the position of money. And the shoes are kept in the position of money as a feminine pair, right side little ahead, left side little down, masculine pair, touching the feminine pair and the right side up beyond. So it becomes like a U of feminine shoes, masculine shoes. Too confusing? Let it go, my darlings. I will find a photograph and I will put it up in the group. But for those of y'all who know this, remember this, may have forgotten this, please start again. Keep money nicely, prettily at home, I was showing you. When you are keeping the father money at home, any kind of pouch, like I have a few pouches that I like very much. So when you keep the money, in feng shui as a thumb rule, but feel free to add to this, as a thumb rule, when you walk into the house, the leftmost corner is your money corner. So always make sure that you've got something there, like a little piggy bank, like a little earthen pot to put money in. Like put some money there. Put a money angel there, as in crystal over there. Play Lakshmi Ma chants between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I will share the one that is up on the Mystic Lotus More Money Fridays group. It's a fantastic one. And in fact, I think the title of it also says mantra to become wealthier or something it says. I will post the link to that. Shop for yourself and home on Friday, but not kitchen items. Basically, shop for yourself, go to the parlor on Friday because that honors the goddess in you. So not sending you out to do errands. Oh, I've gone out, let me pick up what is missing in the furniture and in my kitchen and in my fridge. No, just for you is the point of this particular instruction. Again, it becomes a way of you receiving more of you. It becomes a way of you having gratitude for your own sexuality, sensuality, and sexiness, for your own beauty and gorgeousness and stunningness. Light 7 EM candles on Friday, 7 EF candles on Saturday, and EM is Elder Mother and EF is Elder Father. When you light a candle for your ancestors, there's a way that you would do it. Oh, I've carried just one candle. So anyway, let me show it to you with this. You will begin at the end, which is 4 greats, right? Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother. Sorry, 5 greats. 5 greats. And you're going to hold the candle. You're going to hold the candle or like this and say, this is for my great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. And you will light it. I would recommend that you use candles and not tea lights. But if it's difficult to get some candles, use tea light. Then you will go to the next candle. This is for my great-great-great-great-grandmother. You will light it. This is for my great-great-great-grandmother. You will light it. This is for my great-great-grandmother. You will light it. This is for my great-grandmother. You will light it. This is for my grandmother. You will light it. This is for my mother. You will light it. If you want to anoint your candles, does everybody know how to anoint candles? You can anoint with different sets of blends, like especially when you're doing the EM candles. Because EM candles, remember, perfume, women, Lakshmi Ma. EM candles, you can use one for all of them. You can use different sets for all of them. In fact, you may find that for a couple of them, you want to use the same one, which will tell you that they had a similar and identical history. Do you all know how to anoint a candle?
Well, actually, sorry, please continue. I was just going to quickly ask you, can I stop the screen share so that yours also gets bigger and they can see it?
Sure. Good thinking, Ma. Thank you.
Go ahead. I removed the screen share.
Okay, Ma.
You're on.
So you're going to take a few drops. I'm using a Kashmiri bang, which is a particular Kashmiri perfume. So the oil blend you take, and you first rub it across your palms. Slight warmth will come. Then you're going to take your candles and you're going to roll it across the candle.
Gently, of course, Nidhu, it's wax. You squeeze it otherwise.
You're not squeezing the candle.
Yeah.
You're only spreading. And your candle is anointed and ready for use. And that brings us to the end of 30 simple, some not so simple, tips to release financial insecurity forever. Obviously, this has to do with the amount of time that you put in. And the more you do it, the more you practice these, the easier you will see that it is, and the lesser you will be living in financial insecurity and more in financial security. Neelu, how is everybody doing? I had asked for numbers.
Right. So Jara went from 3 to 1, and Neelu is at 0. Akanksha Nigam is at 3. Urvi has gone from 5 to 3. Dipali is at 3. Daphne came down to 3. Shreya missed something. Very sorry, Shreya, at that point. What is the thing that you know what? You know you're getting the replay, so no worries there. Gwen said 0 with 3 exclamation marks. Akshaya says, Akansha says 1, Akshaya says 0. And Sonam is written in, I'm actually getting a higher number. Weird. I mean, 6. 6 is the number she's given. She's saying that I'm actually getting a higher number.
Okay. That can happen because as long as there's a shift, it's good. If you had put a very tight layer of positivity on this particular layer, and now as you use the decrees and you're accessing more and more honesty, truth, and awareness for yourself, that layer may have fallen apart and the bigger layer may have revealed itself. As long as there is progress this way or that, the energies are shifting, and that's what we always look for. 6 times, please say financial insecurity, you can leave now, see what happens, follow it up with I do have financial security.
And just okay, so there are questions about the lighting of the candles, which include where do we place the candles after lighting it, and what time?
Yeah, anytime. Anytime at the altar, in a particular place that you would like to dedicate to your ancestors, especially over the next couple of Fridays. Because in India, we have the period of honoring our ancestors going on till the 14th of September. And that makes it a very auspicious time for us. Each culture has their own time. You can do it at that time, and just to keep us company, do it at this particular time. But you can put it anywhere. You can designate a place where you honor your ancestors. You can decorate the place. You can put food items at that place, like make an ancestral altar and do this. So for the EMs on Friday, for the EFs on Saturday, elder fathers on Saturday, because Saturday is the masculinity of Saturn, and Friday for the femininity of Venus. And we have definitely come to the end of our time because I ran out of water.
So listen, I got to ask you, Nidhu, the absolutely unbelievable offer that you had on yesterday has, well, come to a close because we did say 24 hours. And I was just wondering because, you know, there are some people who couldn't come on yesterday, and it's not within a few hours. It's not easy to catch up on a 2.5 hour call replay. So, could for anybody who still not bought it, can we extend it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Any of you still who still haven't who weren't able to be on the call yesterday or are yet to catch up on the call replay, the offers that were there as is yesterday stand today for you as well. Thank you, Nidhu, so much. We'll post the links again on the group. So Nidhu must have a timeline, so you tell.
Midnight tonight?
Midnight tonight it is. It has been declared. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, we get together, we do a whole bunch of clearings, as in you get a recording every day for that clearing. You listen, you process, you interact, you share, you keep your awareness open. On Tuesdays and on Fridays, we will be doing 2 energetic downloads, one for the root chakra and one for the goddess download. On a Friday, we will be part of the same group, and please always know, my darlings, everything we do in a group magnifies all our progresses. So being in a group is a huge part of your success, and women in any case know this because women love to huddle and hunker down with their girls. So come and do the same with us. There are also 2 bonus MP3s, one for fibromyalgia releasing, which has to do with anger and rage in the body, and one for strengthening your throat muscles, along with, okay, sorry. Sorry.
Awakening and strengthening.
Yeah, awakening and strengthening the throat muscle. That MP3 is also your bonus. Along with that, tonight, for this little bit of time, there were 2 bonus MP3s already put on the group, and we'll just repost them again because I think some of you all missed that. They are a set of clearings, and they will be how you will be receiving the MP3s every day in the group. Will you please repost them again?
Yeah, I was just doing that.
Right. So all of this is normally 23,000. On the Mystic Lotus, awesome! Women's Only Tele Summit. It is only for 2,200 rupees. Pick it up, come. In case you only want to try it out for 7 days, then you do have a 7-day offer as well, which is for just rupees 700. If you decide to upgrade after 700, you would have to pay rupees 2,200 beyond that. But if all you can manage, because this is a lot of clearing and releasing, right? It's intense, it's deep work. If 7 days is what seems feasible to you, come for 7 days. You will still get 7 MP3s, you'll still get the bonus MP3s, you will still get the download on Tuesday for the root chakra with the blessings of Lord Ganpati, and you will still get the download on Friday from whichever goddess shows up at that point. I forgot to mention there's also a new moon money blocks clearing call. Only that is not available in the rupees 700 package. But lots of other stuff. So if that works for you, then that works for you. But come, my darlings, it would be amazing for us to be together, women's only group and women's only uplifting, supporting, helping other women. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is resounding clapping from everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Be safe, my darlings. Be protected. Be sexy. Be strong. And see you again on the other side in the Telegram group. I thank you very much for being here. And I will remind you one more time that you've got this, girl. Believe in yourself and your selfie. Big love. Big hug. Namaste from India.